Hello there. Is happy to show you now a special sort of fish. It's a salute to the many friends and neighbors in our town who work for General Motors. General.
Fisher Body Corporation, founded in 1908 by the Fisher brothers, was an automobile coach building company located in Detroit, Michigan. The company focused their efforts on trying to improve body designs as well as manufacturing processes. By 1913, they were producing an astounding average of 100,000 cars per year. By 1914, their Fisher Body Corporation had grown to become the largest manufacturer of auto bodies in the world. Building off their success, they began to expand their business, purchasing over 40 manufacturing plants that produce parts for many prestigious clients, such as Ford, Buick, Cadillac, and Studebaker. The building we are exploring today, Fisher Body Plant 21, was constructed in 1918 as part of the company's mass expansion. In 1919, General Motors bought a majority share of the company and repurposed the plant to make munitions for both World War I and World War II. After the wars, the plant focused mainly on assembly work for buses, ambulances, and limousines. By the early 1980s, the Fisher Body Corporation was completely dissolved into General Motors, and in 1982, GM announced they had plans to close the plant and move its production to another factory in Flint, Michigan. In early 1984, the plant was deemed inefficient by GM, and a final decision was made that the plant's last operating day would be April 1st, 1984. After its closure, the facility sat empty for roughly 5 years until the building was purchased in 1990 by the Carter Color Coat Company. This new life was short-lived, however, as they filed for bankruptcy in 1993 and the plant reverted back into its abandonment once again. Join us today as we explore what remains of this once great building.
Look at all the metal beams just rusted. Look in here, it looks pretty barren, but it's huge.
Everywhere in the world, men have left the mark of their progress in the self-taught craftsmanship of their civilizations. Whether it was a forgotten race that fashioned stone figures for a forgotten purpose, or a Mayan of old fashioning ornaments of his own native gold, true craftsman has always been secure in his skill. No machine has taken his place, nor ever will.
This is probably like the easiest accessible building too. Look at like the stalagmites on the roof there. That is so cool. From the calcium buildup. I like the way the light just drapes in from the windows there.
It was exclusive, now it's not exclusive. Now a bunch of people are going to come in and yeah. The building will be lost. Hey, for people come in and ruin stuff. This building, I hate when people do that.
The whole tower is like on its side there.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Like fell against the other portion of the factory.
It's like captain's log.
Look at that. Is there stairs back there, Will?
Nope.
Maybe through this door.
I don't know if there's anyone back there.
Oh, this just looks fairly.
It was horrible. Horrible.
It's a desk around here, not too much left though.
Will found his website called eFont. Yes. It's terrible. Oh my god. Don't ever go. It is the worst.
Looks like they just completely blew this metal door off right here to get into the stairwell. Up we go. Floor 2. Look, there's actually some machinery and stuff still inside the second floor here.
Fisher Body Plant number 21 started out supplying closed bodies for Cadillac as well as specialty parts for Buick upon its opening in 1919.
Looks very ripped through, as you guys can see. Not too much left. Very neat to see though. It's just this big metal piece of what probably was an assembly line. Yeah, these stairs definitely don't look the most sturdy, especially with the wooden railings here.
I know. It scares me.
Like it's just like this railing piece just fell over. Is this one just bare?
Yeah, that's not bad.
You can see it all from here. It's pretty open. There's just some ventilation. Then you can see out the windows. Yeah, it's a neat building for sure. Pretty barren, but yeah, there's no point in spending a long time just walking down all these columns here. Yeah, floor 3, everybody. Heading up to floor 4. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's even other people. I mean, these rooms are pretty bare, just as typical, but here's a couple of fountains, which are neat. So these look like they would have been hand wash fountains.
As General Motors makes victory its business. Production mounts and new blood is added. Girls and women take their place in the line along with the men of industry. New hands, new tools, new plants.
So yeah, this is the 4th floor here. You can see just more ventilation. Okay, here's would have been bathrooms. You can see just some toilets there, all blown open. Very similar to the other floors we've seen. Here the top's pretty cool though. Here's the racks that probably would have stored car parts and such. Almost like an optical illusion. And then in the middle here just looks like, I don't even know, some sort of rusted machinery. Yeah, pretty neat. Very rustic looking. So yeah, you can actually see there's some walling in here. Very interesting. This one's not as barren as the last view. Looks like they would have driven cars up into here. So I'm just trying to focus it. I like the turquoise paint on everything, including the windows. Gives it a nice blue hue in the building.
Made of steel by men. There's speed here, of course. Speed that comes from true skill. Speed that comes from
Oh, this is pretty cool.
And from having enough
That thing over by you guys looks almost like a Zamboni.
Huh?
That thing right there, it almost looks like a Zamboni.
These were painters.
This looks like it would have cleaned the factory, would have driven it around. And oh yeah, there's even the bristles underneath there that would brush the floor, so this was probably like a floor polisher. Pretty neat. And then you can see through here.
Thorough rust proofing protects them for a lifetime, inside and out. And soon they that you might say sort of brings them to life. The color of costly lacquers, baked long and hard, that have proved in the laboratory and on the road their superiority to any other finish.
Some of the assembly line where the cars would have come through. Very cool. It goes back pretty far too. Yeah, there's a lot more to see on these floors here. I guess they didn't scrap as much on the upper floors, or scrappers didn't take as much because it was hard to lug it back all down. Yeah, this is pretty cool. These structures just left behind. Walking along these tracks here. It's almost like a steampunk look to it. You can see there's even some stuff still lined up in the shelving here. Oh, never mind. These are just spray paint cans that people have stood up.
During the Second World War, Fisher Body Plant Number 21 was remodeled to manufacture items such as anti-aircraft guns,
shelving and storage,
tanks, and plane components.
like some
for
poker
the war
chips there.
effort.
This place is just massive. Sad, definitely sad to see that they abandoned something as big as this. You gotta think of how many jobs were lost when something like this became abandoned. But this is definitely an iconic building in Detroit's urban exploration. You can see more of the assembly line there. Very cool, the track. Alright. I believe that's enough for this floor, or that's most of this floor at least. We'll head up to the next floor right now. Okay, moving on up to what I believe to be the 7th and final floor. And look at that view out onto Detroit from here. So this is actually the roof of the plant. This is pretty cool here. You can see just the rusted smokestacks and everything. Very cool, guys. See Dan and Will. I can't believe there's actually a tree sprouting on the roof of this factory. There's actually a lot of greenery sprouting from the factory roof here, which is very unique. You don't see that, especially 7 stories up. You can actually see more of the Detroit skyline from up here. And everything else. I actually really enjoyed this building, even though we kind of like moved through it at a faster pace. Because it was so massive, we didn't want to spend all day here. And I'm sure this place has been photographed and videoed left, right, and center. Yeah, I'll show you guys some more angles of the roof. You can see in through the top there the assembly line and just all the little things that went into this. It's actually amazing, all the stuff that they left behind still. Let's see what's in here. Might just be another empty room with a view over the skyline. You can see a stairwell. This might be actually the elevator maintenance room for the grand car elevators. Oh, there's a stairwell leading up. And yeah, it looks like it was taken out though, but this probably would have been the maintenance room and mechanics room for the car elevator. You can see in the middle there the pulley system would have been here for the elevator. Let's see if we can look down one of these holes and see all the way down. Oh yeah, that leads all the way to the bottom there.
Body by Fisher.
Thank you guys so much for watching. That was our abandoned Fisher body plant video. If you guys did enjoy the video, then as always, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the videos with your friends, guys. We really do love the support we've been getting from you guys. Let's see if we can hit our goal of 50 bingos this video. 50 bingos. I believe in you guys. We can knock it out of the park. Also, don't forget to follow us on our social media. Links will be in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, why not check out a couple of our other videos? We have some other great explorers, guys. We'll catch you guys in the next one.